Hi there, my darling Librans. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for the week of October the 27th. Happy Halloween week, my darling Librans. So let us jump right into your reading and start off with an overarching energy using the Halloween, couldn't even think of the word, Halloween Oracle. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then we will finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Librans, what does Libra need to know for this week of the 27th of October? What does Libra need to know? Can't believe we are at the end. Because that's upside down. Yeah, we are at the end of October already. This is just insane how quickly this year's going. Skeleton strength, yeah. So it may be this week, my darling Librans, that you need to exercise your true strength. You know, whether that be, and I don't feel physical strength, I feel emotional strength here. That, you know, maybe you've been tested in some way. I don't know, we'll have to consult the tarot and see what the info is about. But I feel that you're being asked to have strength this week. That if something has, you know, pulled you down or made you feel weak, my darling Librans, it's time to get up, dust yourself off, and find that inner strength. Find the strength to move forward and go on, my darling Librans. That's kind of what I feel here for you. So let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Librans. What does Libra need to know for this week of the 27th? The devil, yeah. I did pick up that there was some kind of toxic type of energy going on here, which has made you feel you needed strength. 7 of Swords, okay. Ooh. And the 3 of Cups. What a good outcome this is. Now, look, I don't necessarily say that that last card is the outcome, but this, you are going to get through this and celebrate by the end of this week. I can tell you right there. There's your whole reading. My darling Librans, there's your whole reading right there. No, I will go into it. So yeah, what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Devil card. Now this is Capricorn energy as well. So if you have Capricorn placements or anything like that in your chart, I definitely would encourage you to go and watch the Capricorn reading. I do remember the Capricorn reading was quite intense as well. So, you know, definitely go watch it if you have those placements, because there definitely could be a message there for you. If you don't have any Capricorn placements, then this is the Devil energy is all about the ego and, you know, ties that bind and, you know, toxic type of energy and, you know, attachment type energy. So if you've been feeling that, you know, you've had this energy of the ego around you, or you've had that energy of feeling bound to someone or bound to something, my darling Librans, you know, has there been some kind of, has there been anyone around you with an addiction? You know, addictions can come in many forms, whether it's, you know, alcohol, drugs, shopping, you know, gambling, you know, tarot. But, you know, anything where someone's obsessed with that can really impact another person. And so if any of that energy has been around you, I feel that you having that strength this week to release it will help you, will allow you, you know, to then celebrate with those that are closest to you. You can see the chains here, they're very loose chains. They could easily slip those chains from around their necks and move on. Get away from this devil energy here. The devil only has power if you allow it to have power. It only has a hold over you if you allow it to have that hold over you, my darling Librans. So just keep that in mind. You have the power to release this energy, my darling Librans. Because then you've got the Seven of Swords as well. Now, some readers read this as lying, cheating, stealing. I'm not feeling... I feel an element of you felt that you may have been cheated out of something, but I'm getting a couple of messages off the Seven of Swords here, is that, like I said, you may have felt cheated by something, someone, and I feel that in order for you to release it and get out of it, you need to change your tactic here. You need to change your mindset, change how you would normally deal with this kind of situation, my darling Librans. And that means changing your tactic. Like I said, changing. If you would normally freak out and, scream, yell, have a hissy fit at the other person, and then that cycle just keeps perpetuating, I would be encouraging you to try something different and see what happens, my darling Librans. Try just walking away. Try just not engaging in the drama, my darling Librans, and see what happens. Changing your tactic, I feel, is the message off this Seven of Swords. You can see he is stealing these swords from this army in the background. He doesn't want to fight. He wants to do something different. And in order to do something different, he's stealing the swords so they can't fight back, or they can't fight at all. And then, that is changing the tactic. That is, changing the game, my darling Librans. And I feel that would benefit you this week. Change the game. Change the way you would normally do something. Don't react, respond, my darling Librans. That's what I feel for you from this Seven of Swords, because I feel this is where you're going to be. You're going to realize that that energy was just that. It was energy, and it was holding you back. And this is your outcome, celebrating. I love this Three of Cups. Celebrating with your tribe, my darling Librans. Celebrating, surrounding yourself with those people that lift you up, that make you feel that you are important to them. Don't waste your time with people who couldn't give a shit about you and that harm your energy and step all over you. These are the people here. These are the people that you need to spend your time with, my darling Librans. These people right here are the people that you need to surround yourself with. You can see this is joy, celebration. They are, in the traditional tarot, they're celebrating a harvest. But here they're just celebrating being. We are human beings. We are not human doings. So allow yourself to be, and allow yourself to enjoy the journey, my darling Librans. Gain the strength that you need to make the tough decisions that you need to make here, for sure. But then celebrate that you've done it. Celebrate that you have conquered those demons, my darling Librans, because all I can see here is joy for you, which I'm loving. So yeah, I'm going to put it all together. There is definitely some toxic person, place, thing energy that's happening here that you need to release. I feel that you will. Change the way you normally respond to this person, place, or thing. And I feel if you change the way you respond, you will be celebrating. Wayne Dyer used to say, when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. That could not be more true in this situation, my darling Librans. So I'm loving this energy for you. You have the strength this week to conquer those demons. I think it's important for you to change how you look at something and how you respond to something, for sure. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. You know, I would really, really appreciate it if you could like, share, subscribe. You know, it really does help my channel grow. Subscribing doesn't cost anything, and liking and putting a comment in doesn't cost anything either, and it just does something to the algorithm and pushes my content out to those that, you know, need to see it. All right, let's get final messages for you. Yeah, ask your angels if you need to go within, or if you feel that you need, guidance. Ask your angels, my darling Librans. Definitely listen to your intuition here. It will not lead you astray. Go within, listen to your intuition. Yeah, you've got helpful people around you, my darling Librans. That is the Three of Cups. These are the people. These are your tribe. They want to help you and celebrate you, my darling Librans. Within the next few weeks, they say, there's something better. There sure is. I feel it. This whole reading says it, my darling Librans. There is definitely something better coming in for you, and I love that it's within the next few weeks. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.